Game two. First pitch was a strike. Luca Bruno leading off, the lefty for Sheridan Bruins. Strike two on the check swing. We're coming to you live for Game 2 here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, as the Saints look to sweep the Twin Bill against the Bruins from Sheridan College. The 0-2 pitch now. Sam McKinley's on the mound for the Saints. Hard fastball just outside. The Saints took Game 1 of the doubleheader with a score of 15-3 to improve their record to 10-1 on the season, while the Bruins have lost 9 in a row and have to rebound quickly if they look to hope to make the playoffs here later in October. Ball 2 now, 2-2. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the We Digital crew, will be bringing you all the action here from historic Lacoste Park in Game 2 of this Twin Bill. A little chopper back to the mound. McKinley runs it over to first base, flips to Hood-Wagner for out number 1. Jam shot right off the handle there. He'll be feeling that one in his hands for an inning or so. The underhand toss over the first base for the first out. The left fielder, Kraumau, is coming to the plate. The right-handed hitter out of Brampton, Ontario, from Fletcher's Meadow Secondary School. His first year with the Sheridan Bruins. McKinley working quickly here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. McKinley's got him down 0-2 now. Hard fastball chopped to the third base side. Going to be a tough play for Finley. Just rolls foul. Smart move by the third baseman. He wasn't going to have any chance at first base to get that batter. Oh, and 2 still. Defensive setup for the Saints. Hood-Wagner at first, Busan at second, Carter Ray again at shortstop, and Owen Finley over at third. McKinley's on the mound with Henry Real catching both sides of the doubleheader. The 0-2 pitch with 1 out here in the top of the first. Fastball just missed. Left field's Austin Tilson, Ethan Palos, and Hunter Appleyard, same outfield as Game 1. 1-2 now, 1 out. Down and away. 2-2 now, the count. McKinley looks in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. He blew the fastball right by Kraumau. Jesse Burney catching the second game of the doubleheader. He was at third base to start the game in Game 1. Out of Mississauga, Ontario, in his first year at Sheridan. Fastball to the screen, ball 1. The Bruins lost their doubleheader yesterday in Lambton, 11-0 and 5-4 in their 2 games. A bit of a losing streak now that they've lost 9 in a row in OCAA action. They're in their inaugural year in OCAA baseball, so they're going to take a year or 2 to get their feet underneath them. As the Saints continue to have one of the premier teams in the OCAA, winning 6 gold medals out of the last 8 seasons. 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. McKinley already towing the rubber, ready for the 2-1 pitch. Working quickly here in the top of the first. Off the hands, fouled off to the right side. 2-2. The big 6'1" righty out of Tilbury on the mound. His second year playing for the Saints. A little breaking ball, just slides outside. He went to Ursuline High School in Chatham, Kent. Full count pitch coming here. Fastball fouled back off the screen. So we'll do it again here. Outfielders not playing deep. They're playing pretty shallow. Again, that wind's kind of blowing in, kind of pushing a little bit towards the right field foul pole now. It was coming pretty much straight in during game one. Fastball blows it by him for strike three to end the top of the first inning. McKinley blows it past the three-hitter. So we're done a half an inning here at Lacoste Park. There's no score. And the Saints come in the bat here in the bottom of the first, here on We Digital.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
And we're back here at Lacoste Park for the bottom of the first inning. St Clair Saints take on the Sheridan Bruins. Pitching today for the Sheridan Bruins, Kyle Moussin. He pulls a tough assignment, catching game one of the doubleheader, and then now pitching game two. Ethan Palos will lead things off for the Saints. Fastball, strike one on the outer part of the plate. Another strike on the outside part. Palos falls behind 0-2. Palos was 1 for 3 with a couple of runs scored in the first game. Takes the ball there. He had a double during that 8th-run rally, 4th inning in game one of the doubleheader. Little chopper to the right side. It's going to be a tough play. First baseman fields it. Not in time at first base. Infield single for Ethan Palos. Too fast to make that play. First baseman wasn't sure to try and come over and get that ball or stay at his bag. Either way, he didn't have a chance. Appleyard comes to bat now. Right-hander in his second year out of Windsor, Ontario. With the St. Thomas of Villanova Little check swing just past the first base coach. Not much effort there by Tristan Bouchot trying to retrieve that foul ball. Oh, and 1 now. Hard shot in the right field. Past the right fielder. They're going to be running for days here. Easy double. He's going to score. The play at the plate. They relay to the wrong base, and the run scores. We saw that in game 1. A little bit of poor communication by the relay crew there for the Sheridan Bruins. The right fielder hit his cutoff man, but the cutoff man didn't know where to throw. That was a tough play by the right fielder to try and get that one. He had to chase it down, fires into the cutoff, but the cutoff didn't know where to go as the run comes home from third base.
Third baseman number 2, Owen Finley.
Left-handed Finley comes to bat now. Big lead off of third base for Appleyard. So the Saints cash in already early here in the bottom of the first inning. Ball 2 away, 2-0. The big right-hander looks in. Checks the runner at third. Kicks and deals. Just outside, 3-0. Taken all the way. He takes ball 4 outside and earns the walk. So the first 3 batters reach for the Saints. Single, triple, and a walk. The Saints have runners on the corners here for the cleanup hitter, Henry Real. We'll keep an eye on the runner, Finley, on first base. High fastball, ball 1. Saints looking to jump all over the Bruins here in the top of the first. Tough sun over on the right side again for the first baseman and right fielder, second baseman as well. A little bit of shadow, a little bit of sun here and there coming through the grandstands here at Lacoste Park. Second baseman shifted over up the middle, trying turn 2, creating a big hole on the right side for Real. He takes it. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Nice curveball there. Musin, first and third, looks into his catcher. Fastball, strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Real couldn't pull the trigger on that one for out number 1.
Left fielder number 13, Austin Tilson.
Austin Tilson comes to the plate now. The lefty from Sandwich Secondary in LaSalle. Late strike call there from home plate umpire for strike number 1. Left-handed Briggs is waiting on deck. Runners on the corner. Fastball just outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Runners on the corner here. 1-1, 1 out. Tilson up the bat. Runner goes. Strikes in there. Safe underneath the tag at second base. Stolen base for Owen Finley. He had a good jump and then dives in under that throw. Good throw by the catcher, just not in time. He stole that one off the pitcher. Second and third now. Hit hard to second base. Knocks it down, throws the first base, gets the out, but the Saints score a run. Take a 2-0 lead. RBI ground out from Austin Tilson. Finley moved over to third base on the play. Infield was back there for Sheridan. They were going to sacrifice the run for the out. They have 2 down now with a runner on third. DH today is Riley Briggs. He bats in the 6th spot. The 0-1 pitch to Briggs. Breaking ball, swings right through it for strike number 2. Nice curveball there from Musin. Finley walks off, swings right through it for strike 3. And the Bruins are able to get out of that, giving up 2 runs here in the first inning. So the Saints jump ahead 2-0 after 1. We're going to head to the top of the second inning, and we'll be back here on We Digital.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
And we're back here at Lacoste Park. The sun's starting to head behind the trees behind Lacoste Boulevard. Slight breeze in from center field, a little bit towards right. We got the updated standings. The Hawks are still on top with 11-1 record. Saints close behind. That's going to be a battle all season. They've battled for the last few years for the top spot. Fanshawe and Centennial, 3rd and 4th place with 8 and 7 wins. George Brown Huskies also with 7. Durham Lords are holding the 6th spot, and that's the cutoff spot. 6 teams are going to make the OCAA championships here at Lacoste Park on October 20th. So Lambton, Sioux, Seneca, and Sheridan have some work to do to try and catch up, to try and claim that last playoff spot. Top of the second, Saints lead it 2-0. Khalil St. Cyr Gerald coming to bat. He's playing right field today. McKinley back on the bump. Fastball just misses outside, ball 1. A little gust of wind now from the outfield. Another hard fastball, low and away, 2-0. Outfielder's not playing very deep. Wind knocking down a lot of the balls that are going to be hit out that way. 2-0 now. McKinley sets. Fastball to the screen, 3-0. McKinley kicks it during the mound, tries to get a landing he likes. The 3-0 pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Khalil took a couple steps over the first base. Thought he had ball 4 there. Talks to the umpire. 3-1 now for McKinley. Hard fastball. Blows it right past him for strike number 2. McKinley shakes off his catcher, gets a pitch he likes. Just missed outside for ball 4. Tried to double up with the fastball there, just couldn't find the zone for the walk.
Center fielder number 1, Jack Amen.
Beeman's out of Humboldt, Saskatchewan, his first year with Sheridan. Left-hander looks in for the sign. Fastball, strike one. He's back in the groove now. McKinley has a 1.17 ERA this year, striking over a batter out per inning. Hard fastball, strike two. McKinley with 17 strikeouts over his first 12 innings this year, and also had a pair in the first inning as well. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, strike three called. Batter checked his swing, but home plate umpire rung him up on the called third strike. McKinley records his third strikeout of the game. I'll bring up Zach Davis. Davis was a starting pitcher in Game 1. He's out of Shelburne, Ontario, his first year with Sheridan. As Sheridan plays in their inaugural season here in OCAA men's baseball. Short lead at first base for St. Cyr Gerald. Hard grounder to second base. Flips over to Carter Ray. To first, not in time. They record the out at second base for the second out. Zach Davis reaches on a fielder's choice. There's a chopper there to Marin. He had to stay back to get the hop. Backhand flip for the force out. Davis crosses first easily on the force out. 7-hitter now. Pat McIsaac. He's playing second base. He was 0 for 2 in the first game. A little bit bigger lead there for Zach Davis at first base. Strike one. Davis with a good leadoff. Pick off. Back safely. Hood Wagner sweeps the tag. Not in time. McKinley with Palos over his shoulder there in center field. The 0-1 pitch. Just down and away for the ball. McIsaac gets his signs from his third base coach. Davis takes his lead off of first. The 1-1 pitch. Hard shot in the right field. Base hit. They throw behind him at second base, but he's back safely. Good line shot in there in the right field. Second baseman has no chance. Isaac Busan playing second base today for the Saints. He had no chance of making that play. So it's first and second now. 2 down in the top of the second inning. Jarek Arozante comes to bat. He's playing shortstop. Fouled back to the screen for strike one. Arozante is from Mississauga, Ontario, St. Martin's Catholic Secondary School. Also his first year. Just missed outside part of the plate. 1-1. Right-hander digs in. Second baseman Busan playing a little bit behind second base bag. Gets back into position. Misses away. Big lead off of second base there on the secondary lead for Davis. We'll see if the Saints pick up on that and try a throw behind. Two and one, 2 outs here in the top of the second. 2 runners aboard. Big lead for Davis off a second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Deuce is wild here in the second. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of 2. McKinley sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Real couldn't quite squeeze the foul tip. Davis was running on the play to third base. He had a good jump. Real was coming up firing, but couldn't squeeze for the third strike. Arizante gets a new life. Runner goes, oh, they got him picked off now. And he's going to be out easily at third base. They had him dead to rights there. He was trying to get a running start off of second base. And McKinley smartly spun off the rubber and got the throw over to Owen Finley for the third out. So we're through 1.5 here at Lacoste Park. The Saints lead it 2-0 here on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
And we're back here at Lacoste Park. Bottom of the second action, the Saints taking on the Sheridan Bruins in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Saints took the first one 15-3. We have some upcoming webcasts on We Digital. On Sunday, October 2nd, that's tomorrow, in OFC football action, the St Clair Saints will look to finish an undefeated regular season against the GTA Grizzlies. Wednesday, October 5th, OCAA soccer action. The women play at 6, the men at 8. And on Wednesday, October 12th, OCAA softball doubleheader, 6 and 8 o'clock. Those games are going to be at St. Clair College. First pitch here is a ground ball to shortstop. He scoops and fires out at first base. Hoodwagner swinging at the first pitch, hits a ground out to short. Isaac Buisson now comes to the plate. Second year for St. Clair out of Brampton, Ontario. First pitch swinging again. In the hole at short. Long throw across the diamond. First baseman can't scoop it. He's safe at first. Hard grounder in the hole. Shortstop fired across the diamond. Would have had him in time if he got the throw there. Just couldn't make the play. I think they'll rule that an error, but they've yet to put it up on the scoreboard here at Lacoste Park. Oh, they reward him a hit. Nice hometown scoring there. A little bunt there, barehanded, nowhere to go. They got to cover third. They do, to hold the runner at second. Carter Ray, a nice little drag bunt there. Gets out of the box quickly. Nice barehand play there by the third baseman, Luca Bruno, but he had no place to go. Top of the order now. Ethan Palos. He singled and scored in the first inning. Strike one. So a couple of hits here in the bottom of the second. One out. Ball's away. 1-1. Palos digs in. The left-hander ready. Ball just up and away. 2-1. Musin kicks and deals. Just misses. 3-1. Not giving that up. Strike on the outer part of the plate on that at bat. Palos has the count in his favor on the 3-1 pitch. Fastball, ball 4 in the dirt. Palos earns the walk, and the Saints have the bases loaded. And Hunter Appleyard coming. He's been murdering the balls lately. He had a triple in the first inning, RBI, and scored the Saints' second run. Second year out of Windsor, Ontario. Went to Essex High School. Hits it hard in the hole. Base hit. RBI single. They're sending the runner home. This could be a play at the plate. Again, poor communication on the relay from the Bruins. Not even attempting a throw home. Not communicating well at all. He was all over that first pitch and just drilled it in the left field. So runners first and second now as Appleyard cashes 2. Saints take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. The 3-hitter, Owen Finley now. He had a walk and a steal in the first. Takes strike 1. Owen Finley, 6-footer out of LaSalle, Ontario. Went to St. Thomas de Villanova High School. Runners take their lead. High pop foul. Third baseman gives it some chase. He's going to run out of room. Strike 1. Musin gets ready to deal here on the 0-2 pitch. Shakes his catcher off once, finds one he likes. He and Jesse Burney, the battery for the day, fouls it, stays alive. First and second, one out here. The light's coming on here at Lacoste Park. The sun falling behind the grandstands. High fly ball left side. Drifting foul ball down the left field side. Still 0-2. Shortstop trying to keep Palos honest at second base. Breaking ball. Strike 3 looking. He's able to hook that breaking ball in the outer part to get the called strike. That's 2 outs now. 2 on still. That'll bring Henry Real up. The cleanup hitting catcher. OCAA All-Star last year for the Saints. Leading them to a gold medal. He was the MVP of the championships last year. High fastball, ball 1. Wind starting to blow a little harder in from center field again as the fans reach for blankets throughout the grandstands here at Lacoste. High fastball, swing and a miss. One and one as Palos leads off a second base. Breaking ball, checks his swing. No appeal. Ball 2. Saints have put up a pair in both first and second innings so far. High fastball. 3-1. Good hitters count here for Henry Riel. He went down looking in the first inning. He and Finley lead the team in RBIs this season for the Saints. High fastball. Just missed, ball 4. So the bases are loaded again for the Saints. Palos and Appleyard move ahead to second and third. That'll bring up Austin Tilson. He had a big hitting game last night. against Seneca, the Seneca Sting. The Saints are able to score 4 in the bottom of the 8th, down 3 to walk off to sweep the doubleheader last night. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Saints are able to keep pace now with Humber as they sit atop the standings. Both teams only with 1 loss. Chance now for the Saints to try and break this one open here in the second. A little change up there, just missed. 1-1 now. Palos on third, Appleyard on second, Henry Real on first. The left-handed Tilson digs in that box ready. Hits hard, chopper to second base. Off his glove, fires the first. They're not going to get the speedy Tilson at all. One of the fastest Saints on the team. And as soon as he bobbled that ball, there was no chance he was going to get the speedy Austin Tilson. He had to play back on that second hop and just kind of clunked it off the glove. By the time he recovered, not even close at first base. So the Saints push across their 5th run. The bases remain loaded. So the error extends the inning here. Sheridan's down 5-0. A little check swing, back to the pitcher. He fields it, runs it over the first base in time to record the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it here in the 2nd inning. So we're through 2 complete. The Saints lead 5-0 here at Lacoste Park, here on We Digital.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
And we're back here for the top of the 3rd inning. The St. Clair Saints are taking on the Sheridan Bruins. The Saints lead it early 5-0 here at Lacoste Park. And don't forget, October 20 to 22nd, the St. Clair Saints are going to be hosting the OCAA Men's Baseball Championships here at Lacoste Park. We Digital will be covering all the action. You'll be able to get the schedule, which will be announced shortly. Check wedigital.ca for more information. Arrozante, the leadoff hitter. He was up the bat when Zach Davis got picked off trying to steal 3rd base. And McKinley smartly spun off the rubber to get that 3rd out. He's out of Mississauga in his 1st year. He went to St. Martin Catholic Secondary School in Mississauga. Bunt just to the screen foul. Oh, and 2 now the count. Strike 3, caught looking for the 1st out of the inning. He blew the fastball right by him. Arrozante couldn't pull the trigger, and McKinley's got another strikeout. That's his 4th so far today. Declan Wynn now, the DH 9 hitter coming to bat. Wynn's 0 for 5 on the season this year. Another fastball, strike one. McKinley trying to find his groove now. Top of the third inning. He's only given up one hit today. He's given up a couple base runners, but no one's come across against McKinley. One and one now to the 9-hitter. Fisted to the second baseman. Marin fires over the Hood Wagner. Out number 2. 2 down now here in the top of the third. Another tough jam shot there. McKinley giving the hitters all sorts of problems. Isaac Busan playing well over there at second base. Getting a start in the second game. Check swing, just missed, ball 1. Luca Bruno. Normally we don't talk about Bruno, but we will. From Brampton, Ontario in his first year. He's hitting .222 this season. Fouls one against the screen. 16 walks. On base percentage of .553. Bruno pitched a little bit in the first game. Breaking ball up high. 2-1. Finley just playing a little bit behind the bag. The rest of the infield playing pretty deep. The temperature definitely dropping here at Lacoste Park. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. Top of the third here. McKinley looks in, grabs his sign. Fastball straight back at the screen. Statistician Nolan would have had that if the screen was in there. Two-two pitch now for McKinley. Jam shot, base hit in the left field. He fights that one off for a single. Bruno is Sheridan's on-base machine. Getting on base over half the time. Tough pitch again. McKinley handcuffing these hitters, but Bruno able to fight it off for a flare into left field for a single. 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of the third. Fastball, strike 1. Bruno takes his lead off of first. Pick off. I think it hit the base runner. Hood Wagner chases it down. Bruno can't advance. That's a couple of Sheridan base runners that have been hit by errant throws today. You'll feel that on the bus ride home later. The 0-1 pitched. Just missed inside. Good fastball there for McKinley. One and one to count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Fire to second. They got him at second base. That ball tailed in a little bit, but Isaac Busan was able to hang on to the throw and apply the tag for the third out of the inning. As Bruno gets cut down. He swings right through that. Nice throw, nice tag, third out for the Saints. We'll come back here at the bottom of the third inning. The Saints lead at 5-0 here on We Digital.
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. she have peanut butter for lunch?
We're back here at Lacoste Park as the fans are bundled up under blankets here. The temperature dropping now that the sun's fallen behind the grandstands here in Tecumseh. The breeze isn't too bad right now. It's coming in gusts. 21 degrees, I find that hard to believe, producer Evan. Wind gusts are 26 kilometers an hour. Fouled off to the right side. Chopper to the shortstop. Fires the first. Not in time. Another tough play there for the shortstop. Having to go over to the hole. Takes a tough hop. Couldn't find the handle. And by the time he got the handle, Hoodwagner hustles down to first for the infield single. Second baseman Isaac Buisson now. He singled his first time up. Scored a run. Pop foul behind the screen. Oh, and 1 now. Musin checks the runner at first. Fisted to second. Shortstop flips over the second for 1 out. Over the first for the double play. Tailor-made double play there for Sheridan. Kind of a jam shot there, so Buisson couldn't get out of the box quickly. Shortstop flips it over to second, and Pat McIsaac over the first base to Zach Davis for the 6-4-3 double play. I'll bring Carter Ray to the plate. He made a spectacular play in the first game to start his own 6-4-3 double play. He's in his third year here at St. Clair. Broken bat, grounder to shortstop. Shortstop picks it up, flips to first base for the third out of the inning. Quick third inning here for the Saints as they go out without any runs across. So after 3 innings, the Saints still lead it 5-0 here at Lacoste Park on We Digital.
I'm just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's swim team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's swim team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
And we're back here for baseball action for St Clair Saints taking on the Sheridan Bruins. 5-0 here in the top of the fourth. Game's moving around quickly. Lights are taking effect here. The temperature quickly dropping as the wind gust picks up again. Ethan Kraumau, left fielder, against McKinley. Fastball to the screen, ball one. 1-0 now. McKinley pitching well. 4 strikeouts so far. Fouled back to the screen. Into the Sheridan dugout. Scatters a few of the players. McKinley peers into his catcher. Gets a sign. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball blows it by him for strike number 2. Right-hander chokes up on the bat a little bit here on the 1-2 pitch, trying to catch up to that McKinley heater. Fastball to center field. Palos drifts over, makes the catch for out number 1. A little lazy fly ball there. Palos able to track it down. Tilson backing him up if needed, but Palos makes the easy catch in center. That'll bring up the catcher, Jesse Burney. He struck out in the first inning. The tall righty out of Mississauga in his first year. Fastball just missed away, ball 1. One and 0 now here in the top of the 4th inning. Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just missed. 2-0. One down here in the top of the 4th. 3-0. McKinley will look to get back in this at-bat here. Missed for ball 4. He walked him on 4 straight. Bernie trots down the first. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Khalil St. Cyr Gerald. He's in right field. He walked in the first inning, second inning, his first plate appearance. Another first-year player out of Mississauga. He went to Iona Catholic Secondary School in Mississauga. Strike 1. McKinley finds his zone again. Khalil looks down the third for a sign. Short lead on first base from Bernie. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He had him tied up on that curveball. 0-2 now, the cleanup hitter. One down here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Didn't have a chance on that one. Looked like he missed that by about a foot. 2 down now here in the top of the 4th. McKinley records his 5th strikeout of the game. And Beemans out of Humboldt, Saskatchewan. Traveling a long way to play for the Sheridan Bruins. Squares. Real fakes to pick off the first base. 0-1 now. Saints still lead 5-0 here in the top of the fourth. Breaking ball, just miss. 1-1 now, runner on first. Hoodwagner holds the runner over there. McKinley comes set. Ground ball, third base. Finley throws across the diamond, and he's easily out at first base. So the Saints get through another one. They're through 3.5. They still lead it 5-0. As you see the ground ball over to Finley, he's able to scoop and fire across. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Saints lead at 5-0 here in Tecumseh, here on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
And we're back. We got some squirrel action here at shallow second base. They got an extra player on the field here. Oh, he's making a break for it. Let's see if he steps on the baseline. That's supposed to be bad luck. Is he going to? Oh, he hops over the baseline. Good baseball squirrel there. He's trying to find an exit. Sheridan Bruins trying to help him out there. He's behind the screen now. That's not where a squirrel wants to be. Good shot by our camera crew here at We Digital. Ground ball, first pitch swinging. Shortstop scoops, fires a first, not in time. And the squirrel's making a climb for it now. Infield single for Palos. He's got 2 hits and a walk now. He's been on base safely all 3 times. Appleyard, single and a triple here. He's 2/3 of the way to a cycle. Swing and a miss. Saints are first pitch swinging quite a bit today. Oh, and 1 now to Appleyard. He's in right field today. Runner goes. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder's camped under it. Makes the catch. Palos scampers back to first base to tag up. 1 away. Finley up now. He's 0 for 1 in a walk. One on, one out for the Saints. Saints still lead 5-0. Hard shot up the middle. Base hit into center field. Palos round second, but he hangs on. First and second for the Saints. First hit of the second game there for Owen Finley. Took that high fastball and drilled it right up the middle for the single. Hit too hard for Palos to try and advance to third. That'll bring Real up. He's 0 for 1 in a walk. He'll look to get on track here for the Saints. They play him over the shift a little bit on the second base side. Strike one to Real. The upper outside part of the corner of the plate for strike one. Wind gusts picking up here a little bit at Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Curveball to the right side. Through for a single. They're waving the run home. Palos is going to score easy. Second baseman are playing up the middle, trying to cheat over on that runner and maybe turn a double play. Real takes that curveball the other way for an RBI single. Beautiful job of keeping his hands back and then punching it through the right side. Second baseman had no chance of making that play, McIsaac, as Khalil St. Cyr Gerald brings the ball in. But the Saints are on the board here again in the fourth. Strike one called. First and second now, one out. Saints lead at 6-0 now here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball just missed outside. Saints will look to try and get a few more across here to break this one open. Middle of their order up. Tilson reached on an error his last time. One of the faster runners for the Saints. After a second baseman booted it, he was able to beat it out, which brought in another run back in the second inning. Shortstop cheats behind the runner just to keep him honest. Ball away. 3-1. Arizonte at shortstop, kind of walking in behind Owen Finley there at second. Finley not really looking to go anywhere right now. Left-handed Tilson digs into the box, ready for this 3-1 pitch. Swing, chopped foul down the right side. Full count now. We'll take a look at the runners here, see if they got anything going with 3-2. One out. Strong hitting Austin Tilson in the box. Hard chopper to second base. They're going to throw it over the first and record the out. Runners advance on the play. They wouldn't have been able to turn to two, so second baseman Pat McIsaac wisely flips it over to first base to get the easy out. Tilson sprinting down the line. Doesn't want to throw it that lazily too often. So Riley Briggs now. He's 0 for 2. He didn't play in the first game. Second year out of Windsor, Ontario. Actually out of Whitby, Ontario. Went to Donald A. Wilson High School. Left-hander twirls the bat, ready for the 0-1 pitch. Has a couple of runners in scoring position to try and cash in. Breaking ball in there for strike two. Real's got a huge lead off of second base, so anything hit to the outfield should be able to score easily. They're not keeping Real close at second at all, so he's getting a good primary and secondary lead. 1-2 now to Briggs. Fastball in the right field. Center fielder coming in. Makes the play for the third out of the inning. The Saints unable to cash any more. They do get one across here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and they now lead it 6-0. A little jam shot there, and the center fielder makes the third out of the inning. So going into the top of the fifth inning, the Saints lead it 6-0 here on We Digital.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
And we're back here at Lacoste Park. Jet flying by, heading either in or out of Windsor Airport. Not sure of my astronomy, but it's a bit of a crescent moon, I guess. Not quite a half a moon. Saints lead at 6-0 as we head to the top of the fifth. Sam McKinley still on the hill for the Saints. My name is Dan Dominguez, and we're still calling the St. Clair action. Second game of a doubleheader. The Saints took the first one 15-3 and lead 6-0 here in the second game. Wind really starting to blow now here at Lacoste Park. Zach Davis, the batter. High pop fly. Shallow center fielder. Palos is there. He makes the catch. He calls off Busan at the last moment to make the play. Wind pushing that one back to the infield a little bit, but good communication. The second baseman gives way to the center field for the first out of the inning. McIsaac now, the second baseman, comes to the plate. He has one of the two hits for the Sheridan Bruins today. Top of the fifth action here. One out. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped to Finley at third. Ice cream cones it over. Throws it to first base in time for out number 2. Took a little funky hop on him at third base. Off his fist. Gets a handle on it. Fires over to Hood Wagner for the second out of the inning. 2 outs now here in the top of the fifth. Arizonte, the batter. Fastball in tight, ball 1. Arizonte, Mississauga, Ontario, his first year with the program. The 5'7" infielders went to St. Martin Catholic Secondary School in Mississauga. Two 2-0 now, the count. Fastball to the screen, 3-0. Two away here in the top of the fifth. Saints still lead 6-0. Game 2 of the doubleheader here at Lacoste Park. Here in chilly Tecumseh, Ontario. Gets strike 1 across. 3-1 now. Right-hander digs into the box. Arizonte. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball down low. He reaches on a walk. 9-hitter now coming. Declan Wynn. He grounded to second his first time up.
Designated hitter number 50, Declan Wynn.
Wynn's in his first year as well out of Brampton, Ontario. DHing today. He's a catcher outfield by trade. Short lead off of first. Fastball in there, strike 1. 1 on here in the top of the fifth. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled over the right side. Strike two. Fouls it off the clubhouse there on the right side of the field. McKinley's got him in a hole 0-2. He'll look to put him away here. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike three. McKinley's out of the inning. His sixth strikeout through 5 innings. So as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Saints are still leading it 6-0 here at Lacoste Park, here on We Digital.
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
And we're back here at Lacoste Park. Bottom of the 5th inning. Saints lead at 6-0 in the second game of the doubleheader. Hood Wagner is going to lead things off for the Saints. Musin still on the bump for the Sheridan Bruins. Saints looking to sweep this doubleheader to get their 11th win of the season. Missed ball one. 1-1. A little foul off his foot. That's not going to feel good in this cold weather. Hood Wagner's 1 for 2. Single and a ground out. He's trying to shake that one out after fouling off his foot. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit hard to left field, base hit. He hung that breaking ball, and Hood Wagner jumped all over it. That ball just stayed in the hitting zone too long, and Hood Wagner tattooed it in the left field. He has 2 hits now. Isaac Buisson coming to the bat. He has a single and a run in 2 at-bats. Second year out of Brampton. High pop fly in the center field. Center fielder having a little trouble with it, but comes up with it. Hood Wagner trots back in the first base, and there's one away. He hit that a mile high, giving center fielder Jack Beemans enough time to camp underneath it and record the out. So the 9-hitter now, Carter Ray. Ray's 1 for 2 in a run. Fastball in there, strike one. Hood Wagner over on first base. Carter Ray playing shortstop today, filling in for Josh Anderson. Carter Ray normally the second baseman. Strike in there, 0-2. Ray going to have to battle back here, down 0-2. Big hole on the right side, second baseman again, cheating up the middle, trying turn 2. He hits one that way. The right fielder, right at the right fielder. He makes the play. Khalil St. Gerald makes the catch in right. Holds Hood-Wagner at first, and there's 2 down. A little bit of a jam shot there on Carteret. Easy catch for the right fielder for the second out. Left-hander Ethan Paulos up now. He scored all 3 times he's been up today. 2 singles and a walk. Ball in the dirt. Wind gusting up some dirt now towards the backstop. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard in the left field. That ball's going to get down. That's his 3rd hit of the game. He runs around the third. There's going to be a play at third. He is out at third base. Nice throw by the left fielder, Ethan Charmau. Kind of a risky play there to make the third out at third base there, especially with the 2-hitter Appleyard coming up next. So he got the single, and he guns out Hood-Wagner at third base to end the Saints rally here in the bottom of the 5th. So we'll head to the 6th inning. Saints still lead it 6-0 here on We Digital.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
Top of the 6th inning here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The Saints lead at 6-0 in the second game of a doubleheader against the Bruins from Sheridan College. Top of the order now, Luca Bruno. He's 1 for 2 today. He squares the bunt, bunts through it for strike 1. The left-hander out of Brampton, Ontario, digs into the box. McKinley still on the hill for the Saints. Breaking ball just missed on the outer part of the plate. One and one now. Fouled straight back to the screen. 1-2. One and two now. Strike 3. First out of the inning. Bruno couldn't pull the trigger on that one. McKinley records his 7th strikeout of the game. Ethan Chaumau. Now he's 0 for 2 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Strike 1. McKinley dealing now. Only given up 2 hits to the Bruins thus far. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Saints have pushed 11 hits with 6 runs scored. Oh, 2 now. Just missed. Ball one. 1-2 now. One out here in the top of the sixth. McKinley working quickly. Trying to stay warm, stay in the groove. And the short sleeve. Breaking ball. Strike three. Inner part of the plate. He's got him looking. 2 down now here in the sixth inning. McKinley now gets his 8th strikeout of the game. He's really dealing now here in the sixth. Jesse Burney up. He's 1 for 2, strikeout and a walk. McKinley has now struck out 7 of the 9 Bruins that are in the lineup today. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, missed outside. The big righty stares into his catcher. Finds the sign he wants. Palos over his shoulder there in center. Just missed. Good pitch. 2-1. Looks like a fastball outside Real wants. And that's what Real gets. Nice pitch. 2-2. He calls for the breaking ball here. Just misses. Good execution. Couldn't get the batter to chase on the ball outside. Full count now. Shakes off Real. Ground ball, second base. Poussin fires the first, scoops. Hood-Wagner makes the play at first base for the 3rd out of the inning. Nice play over there. Isaac Poussin gets over, makes the play, and fires it over to Hood-Wagner to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Saints still lead at 6-0 here on We Digital.
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
A little meeting over there with some of the players and coaches for the Saints. Oh, and there's Saints hoodies trying to stay warm here on a cold Saturday evening here in Tecumseh. New pitcher on the mound, Isaiah Pert out of Brampton, Ontario. Big right-handed pitcher in his first year with the Sheridan Bruins. He's ready to go. Oh, and he hits the first batter right in the back. Don't want to take too many hit-by pitches in this cold weather, but he didn't fire that one in too hard. Appleyard was left up the bat. He's on first now. Owen Finley, the batter. He fires one in there, ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard in the left field. He makes the catch for out number one. Had a little trouble reading that ball, playing the wind, but he's able to snag it at the last second for the line out in the left field. Ball had a little tail on it. Reached out at the last second just to grab it. Good play by Ethan Chowmao. So Henry Riel comes up now. He's 1 for 2. Single and a walk. Struck out in the first. Pert not throwing too hard. He looks like he's throwing a little bit of off-speed stuff up here to the Saints. Break. Oh, he hit Henry Riel up and in. He read breaking ball there, but took it off the shoulder. First base coach Tristan Bouchard comes in to check on the all-star catcher. The trainer jogs over to check on their all-star catcher. The trainer goes and checks Riel over. And he's okay. The trainer makes his way off the field. Austin Tilson now. He's 0 for 3. He reached on an error in the second inning. Ball outside. Tilson went to my alma mater, Sandwich Secondary in LaSalle, Ontario. High fastball. Ball 2. 2-0 now. First and second, 1 out. Saints still lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Shortstop creeps behind the runner at second. Another ball high. 3-0. Up 6. I don't see the Saints stealing here. Pert working quickly here. Misses for ball 4. He loads the bases on a pair of hit-by pitches and a walk. So the bases are loaded now. Riley Briggs. He's 0 for 3. Oh, we might have a pinch hitter here for Briggs. Looks like Zachary Hartman coming in to hit now for the Saints. Hartman, catcher third base, 6'1", out of Barrie, Ontario, St. Joseph's High School. Fastball high. Third baseman playing in. Both corners are. Middle infield playing back, trying to turn a double play to get out of this inning. A little flare in the left field. Left fielder coming over. Just foul. Left fielder had to run a long way to get to that ball, but it fell a few feet foul down the left field line. And we'll do it again here, 1-1. 1 out. Hartman getting a chance to get some swings here in this second game of the doubleheader. He didn't play in the first game. Isaiah Pert working quickly here for the Bruins. Strike 2 outside part of the plate. Hartman didn't like that call, but it was across the corner of the outside part of the plate. Bases are juiced here. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Beemans is there. Runner tags. Throw at the plate. That's not going to be in time. And the run comes in to score on the sacrifice fly by Zach Hartman. Made good contact on it. Just deep enough for the speedy Hunter Appleyard to score the Saints' 7th run. So Hood Wagner, he's been hitting the cover off the ball today. Couple of hits in this game, a big double last game. Hitting hard contact on every at-bat. Ball high. 1-0 now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Up high, ball 2. Two on, 2 out, 2-0 count. To number 22, Joshua Hoodwagner. Strike 1. Runners take their leads off the bag. Pickoff play. They got him, but they throw it to center field. Riel able to reach third base. Tilson stays on first. Riel was taking a huge secondary lead, and Sheridan tried to take advantage. But he spins and fires it into center field past McIsaac. Tilson smartly goes back to first base on the error. So Hoodwagner's got a runner on third now. Tilson's on first. And he's got a 3-1 count. Hoodwagner's the all-important 10th run. If you can come across, this game would be over. High fly ball, center field. Center fielder camps under it. And he's out. So the Saints are out of it. They push one across, but they still lead it 7-0 after 6 innings. We'll be back for the 7th inning right after this break here on We Digital.
What can milk do? Well, it can turn you into a morning person. It can help fuel some pretty tough stuff. And it can definitely make cartoons funnier.
No, it can't.
Oh, well, it can have a little edge. But come on, even kiddies love it. It'll keep up with you at any age. It makes engines whir and creme brulee creamy. It's one of the easiest labels you'll ever read. And anything that makes this happen is pretty special. In fact, what can't milk do?
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit. But it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
And we are back. Top of the 7th inning. Here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, the St Clair Saints lead the Sheridan Bruins 7-0 in the second game of the doubleheader. In the first game, the Saints won it 15-3. On We Digital, we have lots of action to bring to you coming up. Tomorrow at St Clair College, we have the GTA Grizzlies taking on the home St Clair Saints at 2 o'clock. And on Wednesday, October 5th, we have a doubleheader in soccer. The women are at 6 and the men at 8. And we have a doubleheader of OCAA women's softball at 6 and 8 o'clock. All of those games are at the campus at St. Clair on Highway 3. And we hope to see you at the park. If you can't, you can catch all the action here on We Digital. So the Saints are 3 outs away from a doubleheader sweep. St. Cyr Gerald, the cleanup hitter, will lead things off. McKinley looks to finish off a complete game shutout. Check swing, ball 1. McKinley has 8 strikeouts so far today. He'll need a pair to get to double digits. Little chopper to the shortstop. Carter Ray comes across, fires the first. Plenty of time for the first out. One down here in the top of the 7th. Saints 2 outs away from sweeping the doubleheader. Beamons now, the center fielder out of Humboldt, Saskatchewan. High pop fly, second baseman, camps over, and makes the play. Isaac Buisson with the easy play. Oh, that was Zachary Hartman, correct. My mistake, came in the pinch hit last time. He makes the play at second base for the second out. 1 out to go now. Zach Davis now, first baseman for the Sheridan Bruins, looks to keep their hopes alive. Fastball, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. McKinley looks to finish this game off. Check swing, called, strike 2. 0-2, 1 strike away from the Saints. McKinley working on a 2-hit shutout here with a 7-0 lead. Check swing, back to McKinley. Easy play. Fires the first in time. Underhand toss, and the Saints have swept the doubleheader, winning game 2, 7-0. Sam McKinley, 8 strikeout, 2-hit shutout to lead the Saints in a 7-0 victory. The Saints improved to 11 wins and 1 loss this year, as they celebrate a 7-0 lead. The teams line up for the handshakes. And that'll be all for us here at We Digital. We hope to see you tomorrow at the college as we bring you OCAA football action as the Saints take on the GTA Grizzlies. And you can catch all the action on WeDigital.ca. My name is Dan Dominguez. We'd like to thank you for joining us for baseball action on the We Digital crew here in Lacoste Park at Tecumseh, Ontario. We'll see you next time here on We Digital.